I have been brought in some very new, well, not so new information. I'm going to put a shout out to Susan Bruce up here, who has been very knowledgeable about some of the magnetic grids that are out there. And I was very fortunate when I was given a grid to work with that she supplied me with all kinds of really cool, neat stuff. I got to add that support to what I was given. So thank you for that amazing confirmation. When you leave, just leave a part of your brain and I'll take it home. And I'll go over some of the material, but I will get it back to you. So it's something very interesting that was brought up to me that you might want to think about is there is no back and front. You know how you have a back, you have to have the front, right? What if this is the front, this is the back? No, wait a minute, this is front, this is the back. No, maybe this is reversed. No, maybe that's reversed. No, kind of clockwards are reversed. No, clockwise is reversed. Okay, we're all giving titles into what we believe are the directions that are normal or the correct way. Well, let's just kind of think about it. See this? Isn't that the front? No, wait a minute. Isn't that the front? No, wait a minute. Isn't that the front? Got news, folks. There's only polarity. There's only attraction and polarity. South pole, North pole. And what connects one repels another. And they're all part of the God I am. They're all part of the same deal. So when we try to use dualities and divide ourselves up, I am a flat worker. Right, I turn my bulbs. Oh, that's fabulous. I'm a dark worker. Dark. Okay, what does light worker mean and what does dark worker mean? Well, we're going to about, everybody will have a different. I'm right, no, I'm right. Well, we're all right and we're all wrong. I guess it is. If you got a magnet, you know, and maybe another polarity, they're one. A magnet can be number one, right? Number one. And then you cut it into about 10 pieces, and guess what you got? 10 number ones, but they still have polarity. You can't take a polarity out. You can't. I mean, you can have polarity, right? One way or the other. And then when you connect them, they're all connected and they're all one again. Guess what is identified in the God I am with all that is? Attraction and polarity. It all works with the same. And so sometimes when we think we're getting the what I call the pill version of spirituality. Okay. I feel amazing. I was so angry. And we're walking through the fields. We're going, ah. Okay, this is what getting high looks like, but not necessarily what spirituality looks like. Enlightenment can be a little bit of a destructive process, folks. And it can be an enlightening process. And what we're experiencing, all experiences, is polarity and attraction in all things. Guess what, you know? And it's only how our perception, how we want to identify it. But the God I am encompasses it all. So when we're looking at access, now what happens here, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of pull this up. And then we're going to get into our rates, but I'm going to kind of give you guys a little preview. By the way, I will be speaking at the Star Knowledge Conference at 11/11, and I will be speaking Sunday, I think the 10th. I think it is, yeah. And we'll see if Garrett makes it. He didn't even know he was on the roster. That was funny. On the phone, I said, "Hey, Garrett, your picture's on here." He goes, "It is." My picture's on there? Yeah, Garrett, they have you on the panel. They do? I'm like, oh.
Like, nice to know.
Yeah, unless they told him not. What do they look like? Some circles, some squares. All right, well, you know, if you take magnets and connect them all together like a square, they're all going to connect, right? And then, of course, in the circle, you know, you've got like 0 point that connects into what's in 4, okay, the square. And then see all these intersecting lines? Guess what, folks? Those are timelines. We think timelines go like this. Wrong. They go like this, and they go like this, and they go like this, and they go like this. Timelines run at all times. And you see all these neat squares? Notice something happening here? Gosh, square dots are in the squares, and this is what we're doing. Can you see this, Sandy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you guys ever heard of a third pole? Right, that's where Santa hibernates. Doesn't go south or north. So the third pole going God. That's God Santa. Oh, the third pole. Cool. It's all black. Joy Division, So, all righty, third pole. You take a bicycle spoke. Rub one side of the magnet or the other side of the magnet. Pull them away, and guess what? You've got a neutral pole here that holds both polarities. But whatever it gets closest to, it's going to take that form, right? Guess what? Our cells do the same thing, a neutral cell, and our DNA, same thing, it's neutral until a positive and negative charge. So we're working very similar in the magnetic fields. Now, all frequency, communications, and vibration are electromagnetic. But magnetic energy is key when it comes to connection, healing, polarity, access, and then electromagnetic energy is what emanates out from it. So when you see something like this, guess what you're getting? You see number 8 in there? Well, the circles can become number 8. What if you take a 0 and you twist it? You got an infinity. But there's an access point in that infinity that comes straight across. And that is what you call there's your third pole axis, right? Now, any of these poles can become neutral and then come back into form, becoming solid again. So we're going to learn about, at some point here, about third pole axis, where you can go in through a neutral pole and work with polarity and attraction at the same time to bring it into new form. Okay, and these are the 0 points in, and you can see how they all touch with the 0 point where you can access. And then, of course, intersection timelines, and any one of this square can go to one of these squares, and they can contract or expand. So this is something that I got recently that I can't wait to get my hands on some people and try some healing with it. I did give it to a medium friend of mine, and because I was doing some medium work, I was sitting there talking, and I'm like, things are coming in, and they were channeling at about 250 words a minute, that's something they're eating like, all right. Access, third pole access to the afterlife. The afterlife carries a lot of this type of thing. And then you can go into third pole and access whoever it is, that you want to speak with. And then the electromagnetic energy, of course, communication, where they're putting things in the thought and in the form in order to identify. But another thing that's kind of cool about that is it can't be imitated. If you're going into a neutral pole, how do you imitate neutral? All right. So you can't imitate neutral. And guess what? You can't reverse number 1. I don't care what they say, can't reverse number 1. But I was getting a little bit of trouble where I had some folks talking about the activations where I swear that everything I got kind of just went the other way. There's a reason, because polarity and attraction are within the number 1. And here's the thing, and it works a lot with an emotional intelligence. And it works a lot with planetary influences. And it works a lot with the grid on the earth. And it works a lot with everything we're doing. So just making you guys aware that I will be going into third pole access when I go into the activation. So I do want you to know that. And so we're going to be teaching this here.
You said a lot of things, but I still don't understand third pole. I sort of missed it.
Oh, that's no problem.
Just a very simple explanation.
Yeah, let's pretend this is a third pole. Okay, I mean, it's a pole, it's a bicycle spoke, okay? It's a bicycle spoke, right? And these are magnets. Right, the sides, right? think Fritz. I don't rub the side. It will not Fritz. Okay. One side South Pole, one side North Pole. And understand that the North Pole is pointing to the south. Polarities are reversed. Hello. We're going backwards and forwards at the same time. So, okay, now this bicycle spoke is kind of a neutral, but on this side is, when I rubbed on it, is south, north. Right here is a neutral. And this is going to gravitate, I'm not going to move this, but whatever is closest, let's say this is it, the bicycle spoke. Here comes the, South Pole. Only it goes south. It becomes south. It becomes part of that. Yeah.
So basically, you're operating in both worlds.
You're operating in both worlds.
With the neutral pole.
Yeah.
You can go back and forth to both polarities.
And what's cool, both polarities exist at once. Because if you take a magnet, you can't make it all south, and you can't make it all north. But it can't connect like this. It can't connect. I mean, these are all magnetic. The timelines are magnetic, but when you go into an axis point, that's actually what I would call a neutral place. But then it's all connected to the 0 point. And it spins both directions, right? But here's a trick now. These are 8 sections here. Here's 8 sections here. They each have 8 sections and 8 sections. So what do we get when we get 8 times 9 is 72. So the 72 exists within the grid. And here, 8 times 10 is 80, right? So what happens is, this is a one way where the 72 and the 8, 9 and the 8 exist at once next to each other. But when you see formations, geometric formations mean something. Sacred geometry. Do you see where a Celtic cross can be in here with the square and the circle? Yeah, that's part of the grid, folks. You're probably going to see stars. You're going to see all kinds of things. Stars, diamonds, triangles, you're going to get it all in here because they all exist within. And that's what a lot of the talismans and a lot of the grids are a part of. So within this, you've got access. So you can take any one of these on a 0 point, or even go into 0 point in time travel, and then go into something of form, and then things set into motion. This is how you get a lot of your atoms, your DNA, and things that go back into form through access points, and I guess you can call them. But these access points are everywhere. And in some cases where it's kind of a diamond in between, well, you're accessing everything right there. And that could be where the psychic ability may be coming in from. Kind of interesting, isn't it? Kind of makes sense. So when somebody tries to reverse something, you can't. Reverse is part of forward. Back is part of forward. Reversing is just reversing the illusion. But it's not going to hold because it can polarize or turn and become the same thing. So in other words, when we even define ourselves, when you've got something I'm a light worker, well, you're also a dark worker, and you're probably going to attract that. I have a Christ ministry. Ah! You're also going to get a crucifixion ministry, folks. Consciousness is powerful. Yeah. Whatever, identify yourself as a consciousness worker. We're working with vibration and frequency, period. Don't title yourself, I'm an angel and a star. Because whatever you're going to get with it, you're going to get the other. There's no way you won't. So you see that this might be a mistake that maybe some healers make. And the thing is that sometimes information will be clear out here. I can have a stomachache. My stomachache could be from information clear out there in the grid. And then we get hold of the stomach, heal. But guess what? You need to go out there and find out where that information is. You need to find out where it exists on the grid, where the consciousness is, and what's affecting it.
And that's how you do it through that.
Oh, yeah. You actually can even picture that grid or just go out there and find where it is. But this is just kind of a prototype of what it looks like, right? And then, of course, matrix. It's the matrix. Absolutely correct. What this is how it relates for me with the one which is also a straight line magnet. The 8 and the 72, because it exists throughout with the 8. Yeah, okay. So what happens in between that 8? There's a third pole right there. There's a neutral axis right there. So yes, Sue was 20 years ahead of her time. I know this. But she was destined to have a friend who was going to eat everything she gave her. But this came into me first. And then she gave me a very wonderful amount of support. Walter Russell, they had Tesla, right? And I will be speaking about this neutrality, crystals, this type of thing. But let me show you something that he put together that's going to make sense. And this is kind of some of the stuff he writes about, right? Kind of look familiar, right? Oh, notice all those squares coming through. Pretty crazy. Notice the circle and the ball squares. All right, folks, this is key to what, this is a whole new level of different ways of approaching consciousness and approaching a level of healing or even medium work or even the consciousness within ourselves. Now, it could be a little shaky at first because you might find yourself jumping back and forth and all that. You got to take some stuff in a form. Otherwise, you're going to look like this. Okay, you look like a horizontal going vertical. And I think that when we've got a lot of crazy stuff going out there with the planets, guess what we got? Horizontal looking vertical. We're all over the place, literally. And the planets affect everything, you know, in the grids and the different. So all their different consciousnesses coming in. But they're coming in and they're eclipsing, right? And I'd say almost all the planets eclipsed so far. I mean, we're getting almost everything. And oh, here, like that. Wow. Huh? So I will now become a Walter Russell addict. But I'm getting a lot of really amazing information because each of the 4 elements actually manifests 3 dimensions. About that. How else is it going to do that? That's grid, right? So we got a bunch of planets eclipsing. They're coming in through what I would call a neutral space in a lot of ways, and then they're trying to go in the form. But as eclipse, they're eclipsing each other, and of course, you know, when you got the lunar and the sun, their energies are eclipsing each other. So we'll wonder why we're upside down. You know, we're trying to figure this out. But there are ways to be able to balance this, to be able to take them in the form. But when you're doing your healing, you might want to try thinking of a neutral axis, going in a 0 point, doing whatever your work is, and then come out through 0 point into the neutral, and then turn the neutral into 1. Connect it. See what happens.
Just like that, no problem.
She had cancer in her breast, a friend of mine, and I'm going for it. We're going to see if we can do something. So I'll let you guys know. Worth a shot. Well, what if we took out the whole space where that cancer is and this disappeared, and then we put in a new form by clicking the magnetic form? Something to look at, but I do think you have to be careful, know what you're doing. So trust me, I will be putting this together, and then I will get it to everyone on how to work with it. Because we all should be working with this kind of thing. This is not knowledge that, oh, yeah, I got this. It's a language. Yeah. When I first got this, something out there was not happy. That was interesting. We are doing the lunar eclipse planet rates, and some of you guys may have experienced that already, but I got a planetary addendum to go with the rates. And the cool thing about this planetary addendum is it can go with any activation because it wasn't supposed to exactly be eclipse, but it's coming in to help balance the eclipses. So we're reading the new planet rates. Do you want to talk a little bit before we get started, Gayle? Or
You guys feel in your ears, the buzzing? Yeah, they're already here. When the case brings them in.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's been
but
here a lot. Well, go ahead, go first. You can do some opening.
Well, what I'd like to do is actually, I'm gonna spray what I created, the goddess of the diamond light. And it's funny because what we were showing you, that's how she shows me. She
The
appears
diamonds.
in the different, the diamonds with the freckles and all that.
Very cool.
So that's what she wanted. So let me spray this first. Get your connection so you guys can be receiving as well. Very, very, yes.
Stardust.
Spray myself.
Yeah.
And I get my phone, so I think I got. Do you have the opening and closing copy with you? I have it on my phone.
I don't have that one.
Oh, smart.
So. I have to get out of that so we can continue to record. Okay. So what I'm seeing right now, and they're basically these beautiful but their hair looks like a whitish color.
Do
They have these long blue eyelashes.
Here's the
They're with the goddess of the diamond light, and the goddess of the diamond light to me comes in, and I see her body covered with the diamonds.
Yes.
And so she's there with these around her. When the goddess of the diamond light came in, she was saying it's more like we have to show we are inside and have that sent out. So it's not like we see the lights into us. We're showing it. We're sending out the love light and healing. So these other beings around her, they're from a different place. They're saying that they come from a place it's like they have more ice planet, like, so hence their coloring. They love us for what we carry in our hearts. So like the warmth that we create when you're happy, when you're laughing, all that warmth that it always shows like the heart is getting bigger, and more energy coming out. That's what they want. They want to be able to bring that into themselves. I'm like, well, you have it. But they don't feel it the same way we do. So what I'd like to do is just for us to just think about these beautiful, I'm going to call them goddesses just because it's fine with me. And send the healing from your heart, sending the warmth of the love, so that they can receive it. Because they're observing us at this moment. Take a breath in. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting hot. And what they're sending back to us, it's like when they blow out they create like these little icicles. And so you know how we say every snowflake is different? Well, these icicles resemble those snowflakes. And so they're sharing it with us as a means of them downloading information. So you may feel a little bit of a chill, but for me, I think I'm sending a lot out. So that's why I'm getting really hot. But just receive and feel this interaction. Now feel yourself or your heart space, where you're truly going in, letting that energy of pure divine love permeate out throughout the universe. We're helping all those who are visiting us to know what it feels like to truly feel love. Many of them are kind of taking a step back. They're not sure about this energy. Remember, it's love, light, and healing. No harm. Just surrounding you with pure divine love. I'm seeing the reptilian. They're kind of like, they're feeling their body. They're tingling. They're not sure what to do with it. Kay's laughing. He's just, he can feel it going throughout the wings. So I'll let that continue as we move forward. What are you guys feeling?
Can we send from our heart chakra and say the word love and project it to them?
Absolutely.
What do you think?
Yes.
Just
No, go ahead. Whatever you feel, you get it out. Just say love. Do you want tone love?
Tone love, that's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Tone love, yes.
Okay.
Ready?
1, 2, 3. Love.
Do the E.
Oh, thank you, Patty. Okay. I feel like I have a tail now. Okay, guys.
Yeah, on the E.
You want to do E? Okay. I don't know if Sandy's still there. Can you see her still?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
There's a
Thumbs
wave.
up if you felt that, Sandy.
Except you're small.
She waved.
Okay. Oh, it shifted? Okay, we're still recording those. We're good. You're welcome. Are you ready? Don't be surprised because they're all in the other room. So they may touch you.
Yeah, sometimes you can feel.
Yeah, because I feel it. And they look like, one of them, it looks like this rock, but it's ice. This is rock being, I'm like thinking back of that. What is that, Frozen? Those
Yeah.
rock creatures. But I'm thinking more like the snowman, but these guys are the big muscular ones. But then they're saying to me is that the love, it's kind of like melting, like coldness. I'm like, this is like a cartoon. But that's one thing that we have. That's why they're so curious about us. The love.
I saw things that they look very light, but they're kind of a red.
That's probably why Pele wants to come in. Got the fire elements.
Yeah, she had reds. Reds
Very fluid.
And yes, I did make my bracelet. I didn't realize the square and the circle in there. I guess that's why.
Yes.
All right. Well, just in case I ever forgot my papers, I took pictures. One time I got all the way to Golden Books and I had no numbers with me. Luckily, I was early, but I think I ran back at a rocket ship speed. I think I took warp 6 to get back. Now I keep them in my car.
Yes.
Take my biology goes, I got 50 miles on your car. I'm like, all right, folks. Now you're laughing at me. Just I could have brought you the spray ship. All right, we do have Commander K of the Galactic Federation. Looks like there's some new friends. We do have the, of course, as you know, one of the ones that love to come in are the Arcturians, plating councils. We do have Ashtar Command. It's waving at a few of you. Ashtar Command is there. We do have the feline flag. Yeah, there. And anytime I do activations, you know, I like to bring animals up to a certain speed so they don't feel like they're human. It's like overzapping them with their vibration. And every time I go, bring them to a 64. I want to be a 96. That's always one. Don't do that. The felines always start laughing when you do that. I think it's their fault. We also have, yes, we do have a few, it looks like some dragons.
Yes. Yes.
And we think the Archangel Michael asked that he seal the space in east, west, north, south, up, and below. And we seal according to expansion and contraction. I've noticed that sometimes when I try to solidly seal, it isn't working so well anymore. He starts expanding and contracting the space with whatever it needs. And that's been more of a recent. Whenever I try to build the thing, you know, it's like, no. So it's an expansive process. That's what it's. And that's, of course, to let out things that maybe we don't want to trap inside a seal, you know, luckily there's. And close it. Thank you. We declare that where there are two or more gathered, that healing, activations, and miracles will and can take place between all three simultaneously in all dimensions, past, present, and future. Blessed all activations come through the cosmic Christ conscious and the Christ of light only, and only those that connect to the reading, healing, and activation via the cosmic Christ consciousness or can be overlighted by the cosmic Christ consciousness. Blessed all those things be released, activated, and healed only to the highest good of the divine being listening now. Blessed all transmutations, activations, transformations, healing, and miracles come through the power of the Holy Spirit and the cosmic Christ consciousness of the God I am, that I am, that I am, that I am. Who reigns on earth as it is in heaven, who has ordained absolute sovereignty, absolute divinity, absolute wholeness through the purity of the immaculate light of the God most divine, who by the consecrated righteousness of the sacramental laws have redeemed the right to free will, and to be set in all time frames and dimensions, past, present, and future, and alternate, direct, and parallel lives, alternate, direct, and parallel timelines, alternate, direct, and parallel universes, and alternate, direct, and parallel spaces of the in-between, including all regular puzzle timelines throughout the collective, and all bodies, spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, ethereal, all translucent bodies, in the glorious name of the God that I am, that I am, that I am, that I am, and the exalted God.
It's fine.
Hmm?
It's still
Is it still
recording.
recording?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we're not recording.
Okay.
I think it's just
Yeah, but it's just that.
There we go. This one's gone. Remove that. Okay. And it's still recording. Excellent.
Oh, we can't see her.
Now we lost Sandy. She's there.
Yep.
She's there. So we're good. Okay.
I'm not losing it.
Would you like to do this for a certain section, maybe every other one? And the planets also want to be individually recognized. Gayle, they would like you to call each and every.
Okay. We can do. You want these and I'll just do these?
They want the planets want to be called in first. Just call them one by one.
Call him.
Mhm.
We ask that you join us this evening. We ask that you recognize the Sun, Sol, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and of course, Earth. We ask that you stand and join us this evening as we bring forward these beautiful activations from our sister show.
There's going to be channels from the planets themselves. You can feel them. Live, read it. Yeah, so we, no, every planet, there's going to be messages for. Now, please understand that Saturn may be one of the most misunderstood planets because we always say sorrow and sadness. The truth is it's a very cleansing planet. It really helps us get to the rate of, get through grief. It can really help us get through the, if we're going through a dark time, Saturn can actually help get us through. But the influence also has polarity. It's not necessarily causing issues or darkness in life, but it's causing recognition of what's causing the darkness, and it will give you a way to understand and to integrate so you may be able to move through it. So understand that sometimes people get stuck and not exactly certain. They're not always relating to just one emotion, nor are they relating to just one type of power or circumstance. Each and every one of them are an entity in themselves, just like Gaia Earth, who have a soul, who are concentrating on their own ascension, and who are happy to be here because this is also bringing back in their ascension through the activation of the rates. In order to be able to integrate with the activation, they're also in the process of their own ascension. So they are very thankful for each and every one of you that are holding the energies for the planetary rates that come in, as well as the moon and the sun, of course, have their great. Now, the 210.42 is the moon. So as we call the planets, you may think, well, where's the moon? Well, the moon's coming all the way through. And all the 210.42, that is actual Earth street.
Where's the moon goddess?
Ah, that works.
She's all excited.
We have all good moon.
Now,
Hey, let's get this
Okay.
party started.
All
All
right.
right, do you want to read the first one there?
Sure. 210.42, 192, 303, 417, 288, 396, 741, 228, 126.22, WZX 10334. Activate second chakra, sacral chakra. which is located in the area near your navel, lower abdomen, lower back, and sexual organs. Open creativity, sacred sexuality, abundance, balanced relationships, bring empathy, nurturing, pleasure, emotions, movement, and authentic intimacy.
210.42 divided by 10 is 21.042 D882. Balance the divine masculine, bring in leadership and integrity, return logic, rationality, strength, and leaders' honor and honesty.
210.42 divided by 9 equals 23.38. C34319. Balance the divine feminine. Let her be kind, generous, wise, and supportive. Bring in the ultimate mother, fertile in creation, intuitive, patient, nurturing, and healing. Rekindle and support growth both emotionally and spiritually.
210.42 divided by 8 equals 26.302 E662. Restore the genesis within the divine feminine and the divine masculine within us. Restore control of all bodies, spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional, and ethereal. Bring back the basic creation, the innocence of the children, the wisdom of the adult, and the strength to know right from wrong. And I do want to add that in the divine feminine, there is a divine masculine and feminine side, and in the divine masculine, there's a divine feminine and masculine. They are not.
210.42 divided by 72 equals 2.9225 F34108. Neutralize infinite number of generations, mother and father side, and within mass consciousness. Now, the original curse of affecting the woman that she will know only pain in bearing children. Neutralize the words affecting the females. You will lose yourself in your desires for your husband. Neutralize now the words which affect the man, that he must rule over the woman. Neutralize now the words affecting man and woman, that Eve caused the fall of Adam, and therefore women are deceitful. Neutralize now the original curse of affecting the man and woman, that the woman must give up her ascension to the man and strip her divinity to please him. Neutralize now the original curse of affecting the man, that he must take the divinity from the woman or source, for he is devoid of his own. Divine masculine and feminine are now ruled by the God I am only. Divinity lives in both. They are source for each other. Bring in the current spiritual order. Desire is from the center of the heart and will seek unconditional love. There is only one source, and this is
This is what dispels the original curse of Adam and Eve. And she supposedly, gave them the apple, and these words were in the Bible that got transmitted more into this eclipse energy because it creates duality between them. And that is a way of breaking the connections, cords, and agreements of this type of thing that people believe to be absolute truth. What's going to happen is you're going to have me read the rates of each planet, and then a message is going to come through you as I read it.
yeah, I'm ready.
Welcome, Mercury, intellectuality and mobility. 141.27, 423.5, 7623.30356, 1929.95027, 5789.850809, 448.51, 4620, 3564.33795, 105.120.2554, 445.202.00.97. Welcome, Mercury.
times. Mercury in retrograde, I laugh. I am not the one to cause the problems. The problems existed before this has occurred. We must focus on our communication. We must focus on connecting with each other. For this is the time to actually improve our communication rather than allowing it to break down. You are all aware of that which is included in retrograde. So you, as enlightened beings, know that we must move forward and persevere and work harder during these times of the communication. Mercury is envisioning a beautiful feeling of speed. The liquid form of Mercury that we know on this earth is not how he presents himself. He is more of the god Mercury in the Greek mythology. Allow him to work with you, through you, for you. Take a deep breath in and release.
Also, I'm reminded, and this is a good reminder for myself, so watch your words. They are consciousness, and we become more powerful than that. Sun, light, warmth, the joy, and animus. Welcome, sun. 126.22, 378.4, 6811.165683, 1724.34573, 5173.037228, 449.8, 128, 971.479, 4931, 2912.422, 1188, 319.682.
You're welcome, Father, Son, known as soul. Feel the warmth that he provides us. Reach in deep, deep within. Feel all your hidden emotions, that which you have placed in that secret box, never to be revisited. Allow me to go in and clear them, to burn away all of that trauma, sadness, and pain, so you will no longer need to carry this going forward. I enjoy being around you, allowing me to touch each and every one, not just you as the human 3D form, but reaching into the souls. We need the sun, as they say, to survive. But the sun needs you. Recognize and honor the gifts that he bestows upon us. Take a deep breath in and release.
Venus, welcome Venus. Beauty, love, sexuality, sensuality, and harmony. 221.23, 663.2, 11938.1572, 3022.318, 243, 9066.954, 729, 442.46, 1632, 12386.36354, 37133.38891, 246-28012.72.
You're welcome, the goddess Venus. We talked about, and she heard us, about the unconditional, pure divine love. For that is what she wishes, that we all carry at all times. Even in your saddest moments, know that you are loved. Know that you are supported. You are surrounded by love each and every second. So do not allow yourself to go deep within and pull yourselves out of the universal flow. But allow yourself to be that light, that love that energizes yourself as well as others. Carry unconditional purity and divine love wherever you go. Feel the love that she is bestowing upon all of us at this moment and always. Deep breath in and accept.
Francisco Tom Brock again.
Yes, she does. So from our hearts, let's tone loud 3 times and visualize your standing voice. 1, 2, 3.
Welcome, Mars. Activity, energy, freedom, humor. 144.72, 433.9, 7809.474.708, 1977.082205, 5931.246614, 433.67, 7920, 60110.29364, 1802006.1521, 781-841-88.15.
Welcome, planet Mars. The god Mars wishes to join us, but I ask that we step back so we can embrace the energies of planet Mars. Many believe it to be very harsh, not able to support life. But this is not true. Mars is filled with life and welcoming you to join us. He is excited. He's feeling like the younger brother of Gaia. He wants to play with us like she does. And so he asks that we reach out to him and send that beautiful love and playful energy. Now the god Mars, the god of war. War is conflict, but conflict comes up when we do not allow others to have their own voice. So the planet Mars is asking that we allow others to have their own views. And we honor their views, and we ask that they do the same. So conflict will not occur. And of course, Goddess Venus is still with us, and she wishes to replace conflict with love.
Jupiter, welcome Jupiter. Growth, success, justice, and spirituality. 183.58, 436.6, 7859.16, 1989.660759, 5968.982278, 436.62, 3240, 2459.0.57467, 73720.69857, 405-72855.21.
You're welcome, grandfather. Can you bring us forward? Not only protection, but surrounds us and allows us to grow, allows us the freedom to learn more in a safe environment with his vastness. He wishes us to remember that although we may only view ourselves as a little speck in the universe, Jupiter sees each and every piece and is proud of us and what we accomplished. He understands. Like children, we may make mistakes, but he sees us growing and learning. So as a grandfather wishes to watch over the grandchildren, this is the energies that the grandchildren is bestowing upon us. So receive his loving guidance. Receive that big bear hug. That is what she wishes. That is what he wishes to bestow upon us. Take a deep breath in and receive that big hug. That rumbling laughter.
Welcome, Saturn. Vibration, Saturn, and healing from grief. 147.85, 443.2, 7978.377803, 2019.842, 482, 6059.527445, 443.04, 5291, 40157.01561, 1203877.721, 5336.040.06.
Saturn. Saturn wishes to convey. It is known for the many rings around Saturn. Many view this as being separate or apart from the planet itself. But Saturn is showing, like we humans have many bodies, the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. His rings represents that. Each ring represents a different part of the soul of Saturn. The movements that surround Saturn, going with the flow, going against the flow, allow the freedom to accept movement as positive, loving, nurturing. As we may go through times which may feel very heavy or burdened, counteract that with the times that we are very happy, loving. So as the rings go around Saturn, visualize each and every one of you with your own rings. And that it is an extension of you, who you are, who you wish to be, who you are. Let them surround and circle you, bringing in the wisdom and knowledge from all of the lives we have touched, who have touched us, past, present, and future.
Welcome, Uranus. Spontaneity, independence, and originality. 207.36, 621.6, 11189.6951, 2832.834, 204, 8498.502611, 439.37, 9633, 73111.42154, 219182.5584, 136254777.
You're welcome. What is showing me are the beautiful different colors within its atmosphere and on its surface. And each moment it may combine or separate, creating the uniqueness, the originality, the independence. We are all independent souls, yet we are all intertwined. Planet Uranus reminds us that we too are in motion, and that each thought, each feeling, anything we touch, any person bestows upon the uniqueness that is you. And to once again feel how special you are. But we forget as we wake up every morning, as we go to bed every evening, about who we are and our role in this universal flow. So he asks that you hug yourself, bring in the love, and honor your uniqueness, your specialness. Take a deep breath in and release. Yeah. Oh, I think we should go back to Mama. Dry up. Oh, feel yourself standing in a puddle of mud. Take your shoes off, let your toes squish into the mud. Allow yourself to feel your growing roots down into reconnecting, reestablishing. As you are sending love to Mama Earth, she is sending love to you. Feel yourself once again grounded and back to one whole.
I think I'll read Earth before I read Neptune and Pluto, so we can ground a little bit. Earth, stability, grounding. 136.1, 408.0, 7344, 316665, 1859.320675, 5577.962024, 432.1, 9984, 75775.40046, 227.168.9674, 926889935.18.
Thank you, my children. I'm so honored that you are calling upon me and working with me. There are so many of you that you think maybe I don't see you. I do. Just as every single day when you breathe a breath, maybe some dew on the leaves. I am always here, always here. I am grateful for all the work that you do, for the laughter and the tears. For it is I who wish to help you when you are feeling lost and alone. I wish you to remember you are never alone. I am always with you and always with you. As you step onto the earth, you join me. So as you envisioned connecting with your roots down to my core, reach out and tickle you, tickle your feet, remind you to laugh and enjoy life, for it is laughter that helps me reach this planet that you call Gaia. I am most grateful to you, and I wish you all thank yourself for the work that you do. I am ever so
Thank you, Neptune, the unconscious, sacred's imagination, spiritual love, 211.44, 633.9, 11409.86272, 2888.572, 839, 8665.718, 518, 448.02, 21760, 165-151.5138, 495-111.8521, 313-842, 125.6.
welcome you to spirit. Planet Neptune. Many of you hold deep in your hearts your true wishes, what you have wanted all your lives, that secret that you hold within, the secret of something that you wish to manifest. Allow yourself to shake off all your confining and let that beautiful little secret that you wish, so wished for so long, let that out and see it manifested. See it becoming all that you have wanted and more. So that you're no longer yearning for something that you believe you can never have. Accept that through your imagination, creativity, you can make anything happen. No more secrets. Let it all unfold so you may live whole, healthy. Take a deep breath in. And release. I'm gonna go stick swim.
I should blow us a kiss or something. Smell flowers.
It's actually.
Yeah, that's nice stuff. Numbers are in there. We will be bringing in planetary rates with Sasquatch. They wanted their own. I tried to mix them.
But they're curious, they always join us.
Well, it's because it'd be more integrated with their own. Pluto, welcome Pluto. Pluto wants to know if we want our breakfast on Pluto.
Well, yeah.
Because you may come to me at breakfast more than you know. Lunar power crisis and changes. 140.24, 420.5, 7568.261, 663, 1916.015, 611, 574, 8.046, 832, 445.26, 12480, 94719.25058, 283-961.2093, 119394040.8.
I'm sorry. He's just joking on because we no longer consider him a planet. And in my terms, it's like, whatever. He knows. We still connect. I feel like he's a little boy. So I'm gonna just let him speak to me. So excited. Although he's known for the planet power crisis and changes, he wants you to visualize a little child, little boy, as they are learning new things. Sometimes they may have potential because they cannot speak what they wish to convey. Sometimes they stand in amazement and awe at the new things that have been presented to them. Sometimes he wishes just for that reassuring comfort and hope. Planet Pluto wants to remember, remind you to remember. Because what is growth? Growth is change. As you were a little baby, and now into the adults that you are. Change is also your soul. For the many lives that we have lived and will continue to recognize the difference in all that you experience. Take that which you enjoy and put aside that which you do not. Empower yourself and you have the ability to make your own decisions and choices. And that is what planet. Sorry, it's starting to give me like a chill out. That is what he wants to convey, is the laughter and the joy. Embrace change. So I see him, he's showing me as a very stoic, strong energy, very self-confident. And then right next to him is that little boy. So as Shirley was saying about polarities and things, this is also what change is about. To embrace it and welcome it. For that is something we will always experience. Change. And he's such a little brat.
Self-propel on a cap.
Like you're messing with me. You got one side you're talking to me, and I was like Garrett, you know. That hang up.
Yeah, the hair. You might be part of that.
Yeah.
He says he told Walt Disney to draw Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. They might have. A lot of creativity there. I really like what he had to say about race change. When you're, I think the hardest is when you feel discombobulated. We're always great with change when we feel strong and we're focused. And, we think we can roll it and go for it. But it's when we're feeling upside down, our perceptions are messed up, and we're feeling discombobulated. Change can look like a threatening monster, because we think, oh my God, I'm so out of control. What am I going to do with this? And I think that just accepting that change as a matter of that, it's gonna flow. And it's gonna be part of that little trick there. So I think that sometimes it can be very tricky when we are not exactly grounded. So I think that being able to work with each of with the planetary influences, and being able to ground, and then be able to deal with some of the different ones. And this is part of what is so helpful to where the eclipse brings in both clarity and distraction. And so many things.
You did want to add about what is crisis.
Yeah.
Crisis is when we can't deal with the change. I'm like, pretty good. I'm like, can I really do that? Oh, it's recorded. That's good. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's crisis is really our inability to go with the flow and deal with the change. So we just feel hopeless. And yeah, so if we go with the flow and accept change, just come on, guys, we can't stop change. It's going to happen. But yeah, so crisis is our inability to accept change. Thank you.
Go Pluto.
I know it's like, obviously it was a hit, not me. It's pretty smart.
They'll be writing messages from the planets here.
I know, they're all
It'll be
excited though.
published.
Like, okay, Shirley, now.
All righty. Let's go to the eclipse rates, which they are also part of. All right. You want to read the first one? Which one's is it right after Earth?
Yeah. Make them back. 1 divided by 9 equals 0.11111111111 divided by 9 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 times 7, 2 equals 0.88888888888. I'm stuck on the 111s. Divided by 9 equals 987654320. Divided by 8 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 equals 0.1111111111111. You want me to read the activate part?
Oh, yeah, I was just gonna say that, so you don't have to make fun of me going
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
one, 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 one. I'll go 88888.
And that's you. That's our loving connection with you.
Yes, the one, 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 one. You are the 1111111. You're in every 11111.
So activate 192 hertz to our voices to speak enlightenment. Bring in cobalt blue ray of Archangel Michael. Express truth and no truth, and remove that which does not belong to us. Bring in discernment and star language. Bring back the honor of all of those who have been robbed of their rightful place and honor. Give them back their language, their homes, their lands, their culture. 210.42, subtract 0.42 equals 210 plus 192 equals 402. 4 plus 2 equals 6 times 12 equals 72. Divided by 9 equals 8. Divided by 72 equals 0.11111111111. Whew. I could snap, I would. Doesn't really go anywhere.
Right, the spiritual thing.
Yes.
All right. 303 hertz. Transcend all dimensions now with the cosmic Christ consciousness. Neutralize entities, energies, and thought forms and mass hypnotic consciousness. Neutralize mind control through subliminal programming, targeting addiction. Bring innocence back into our hearts, purity into our love. Neutralize the consciousness of rape and subjective service of will. Bring back the control of our own physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and ethereal bodies. Neutralize all forms of abuse to the children. Make them inaccessible to those who seek to take their life force. Destroy the illusion. Free will is ours to claim. Now, 210.42 minus 0.42 equals 210 plus 513. 5 plus 1 equals 6 plus 3 equals 9 times 8 equals 72 divided by 9 equals 8 divided by 72 equals 11111111111. Now,
396 hertz. Cleanse fear and remove the blocks which impede our evolution, infinite number of generations, mothers and fathers. Neutralize from the earth and Gaia, source of all creation, guilt, negativity, shame, humiliation, powerlessness, and false religions. Bring back to earth the control of Gaia's physical bodies and soul. Bring back to Gaia the physical and spiritual mind and release endorphins into the core of the earth. Transforms Gaia's grief and gives back source to Gaia to give to the land, seas, skies, and all living things on the planet. 210.42, subtract 0.2 equals 210 plus 396 equals 606. 6 plus 6 equals 12 times 6 equals 72 divided by 9 equals 8 divided by 72 equals 0.1111111111111. What? I know, it's like that one more.
Well, that was the only one.
You're like, one more, okay.
One more time.
They're still with me, I'm sorry, guys. They're like,
38 hertz, balance polarity with the dual nature of spirit, bringing it back into balance, neutralize behavior associated with the narcissistic God illusion. In the extension, a God ego split with murder consciousness, protect awakening of the soul, harmonize anger and fear in the splitting of emotional bodies, neutralize acting out behaviors that are the result of being repressed, enter enlightenment, the recognition that a God I am present. 210.42 minus 0.42 equals 210 plus 396 equals 606. 6 plus 6 equals 12 times 6 equals 72 divided by 9 equals 8 divided by 72 equals 0.111111111.
228 hertz. Balance root chakra. Balance grounding, safety in our bodies, on the earth and in our spirits. Bring in enough food, shelter, monies, and abundance for the earth and ourselves. Integrate the groundwork for our creative journeys. Yeah. Like a dolphin. Integrate connection to universal and intergalactic energies. Restore the innocence in our hearts. Restore the boldness and stability in our love. Bring the mother back to the earth. Let her raise her children. Adhere to Genesis and create with that world Gaia wishes to provide. 210.42, subtract 0.42 equals 210 plus 228 equals 438. 4 plus 3 plus 8 equals 15. 1 plus 5 equals 6. Times 12 equals 72. Divided by 9 equals 8. Divided by 72 equals 0.11111111111.
Got it.
Yeah, like this my snap.
You got the one. 417 hertz, restore higher bodies of mind and spirit, open up the spiritual wings and restore the connection to God I am. Receive now the love that is eternal and rightly belongs to us. Restore to our rightful place in the heart of God. There's only one source, and that is unconditional love. Let us know it, feel it, and resonate with it. Restore the integrity and balances of relationships, empathy, nurturing, pleasure, emotions, movement, change, warmth, and intimacy. Facilitate now transformation in the access to altered states of consciousness. Give us interdimensional eyes, ears, touch, scent, and the voice of the transmission of love. 210.42 minus 0.42 equals 210 plus 417 equals 627. 6 plus 2 equals 8 minus 7 equals 1 plus 8 equals 9 times 8 equals 72 divided by 9 equals 8 divided by 72 equals 11111111111. Now.
Activate now. Center Sun Solar Frequency 126.22. 126.22 1 plus 2 plus 6 equals 9 times 22 equals 198. 198 subtract 126 equals 72. Divided by 9 equals 8. Divided by 72 equals 0.11111111. Activate.
Accelerate.
Yes, accelerate. Woo.
I can take it from here. This is a real true light eclipse that look like with a 7-point star. And the solar sun is kind of like, I know this is small, but it's in the middle. Yeah, it's in the middle. And so it's like the moon rays are eclipsing over the center sun and the star-like type formation. So we're going to be calling out cross points. I am going to call out binaural reads. They are, the rates are the real binaural beats of a eclipse that were recorded. Activate and spin 7-point star lunar frequency 21042 over center sun and activate an integration 126.22 frequency now. Spin center sun, bring in eclipse binaural beats and prepare for crossing over. 63 hertz, 80 hertz, 100 hertz, 125 hertz, 160 hertz, 200 hertz, 250 hertz, 315 hertz, 400 hertz, 500 hertz, 630 hertz, 800 hertz, 1 kilohertz, 1.25 kilohertz, 1.6 kilohertz, 2 kilohertz, 2.5 kilohertz, 3.15 kilohertz, 4 kilohertz, 5 kilohertz, 6.3 kilohertz, 8 kilohertz, 10 kilohertz. Release all 10.42 activations, energy, planets, eclipse of solar center sun 126.22. Now, vibrate to the water, earth, and all elements in the centers of our heart and universes. Release all 10.42 activations and energies, eclipse of the center solar sun 126.22. Now, vibrate the water, earth, and all elements in the centers of our hearts and in the universe. Cross point 1, 210.42 to 0.192 hertz across center sun 295 minus 5 equals 290 divided by 7 equals 41.4285 length 0.434 dash 0.901. Cross point 1, 210.42 to 0.288 hertz across center sun 141 minus 3 equals 131 divided by 7 equals 19.714 length 0.782.0623. Cross point 1, 210.42 to 0.228 hertz across center sun 347-1-346 divided by 7 equals 49.428 length 0.975-0.223. Now cross point 0.1210.42 to 0.396 hertz across center sun 192-6-186 divided by 7 equals 26.571 length 0.975-0.233. Now cross point 0.1210.42 to 0.303 hertz across center sun 38-4 equals 34 divided by 7 equals 4.8571 length 0.782-0.623. Cross point 0.1210.42 to 0.417 hertz across center sun 244-2 equals 242 divided by 7 equals 34.571 length 0.434-0.901. Cross point 210.42 to 0.1 across center sun. Now, activate transmission and download 210.42 plus 126.22 equals 336.64 times 5 equals 66.928 times 12 equals 803.136 divided by 13 equals 61.779692 3076 Open the gates of integrity, open the temple of language, the temple of humanity, the temple of our hearts, the temple of Emmanuel, and bring in the harvest of our seasons now.
Amen.
Yes.
210.42, lunar eclipse over sun 126.22, now complete. Yes. And Lord, make us an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let us sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. O divine Master, grant that we may or may not so much seek to be consoled as to be consoled, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love, as in giving that we receive, and it is in parting that we are parted, it is in dying that we are born.